Hi, Rick Clun here. I want to introduce you to a brand new square bill. Square bills, as I've stated before, have been around forever. What's different about this one is that it's a larger version. You don't hardly ever see the square bills this size. But then why would you want to do that? I've had tremendous success in my career with large square bills. That's why. And so this is a larger version of any of them that I've ever made. We call this the RC King Kong Shad. It's been made by Ichikawa. And the reason I wanted them to make it for me because the bigger they get, the more precise the tolerances have to be across the bill, just matching with the bill and the head, how the head is flat. But one reason we're making it bigger is nowadays more and more tournament fishing, you've got to catch big fish. And we're simply trying to obey the laws of conservation of energy here. All predators in nature they got to eat, but they don't want to spend a lot of energy unless they're going to get that energy in return. So if a big old bass tries to chase around a little bitty shad, he has to catch so many of them, he's just spending a lot of energy. Or if he can find one big shad, like a gizzard shad, like a brim, then he can eat one or two of these and then we can rest and take it easy for the rest of the day. So it's basically, we're just trying to really, again, relate to and to, the laws of conservation of energy, which all predators in nature are governed by. This is, again, is our shad version. The real key is these bills. A lot of companies make these bills too big and you're going to lose the key action. Because again, the real key action on this is high speed. The smaller the square bills, you don't have to worry about high speed. But I've learned a long time ago with the bigger square bills, the higher speed you're willing to reel them, the better they will eat it and the more strikes you will get. And that's definitely going to be true with the RC King Kong Shad. You know, another reason that I really have sought out Ichikawa to make my RC King Kong Shad is that I've always loved square bills, all the way back to the days when they were all made out of cedar and balsa wood, and they were incredible baits. But the thing that's so good about these, and for a long time, I tried to get some American companies to make it for me, but they couldn't make a plastic one of the same quality as the wooden ones. But the problem with wooden ones is where they're not very durable. And so this here, I can get both. I can get the quality, the action I want, plus they're durable. The price point is, not very high, but it's higher than most lures. But this lure will outlast 5 of those others. So this is another real reason that I'm so happy to see Ichikawa bring out the RC King Kong Shad. Another feature of the RC King Kong Shad I want to emphasize is you got to notice how flat this head is and it's in line with the bill. And why we do that is this is a square bill, which is thought of as being a shallow runner. But what we've done that for is that due to this lining up flat edge with the flat bill, if we can get more depth. Now I got a bait that not only can I fish shallow like a square bill, but I can also fish at medium depths, like a deep diving crankbait. And that's the beauty of this bigger bait. And the colors we're going to come into this is really going to mimic what they will normally feed on of this size in nature. Big bass, normally people think about threadfin shad, the little bitty shad. Big bass tend to really get on those big gizzard shad, even bigger. They're even bigger than this, and that really triggers them to bite. Or big brim. Again, the colors, and so we're trying to basically duplicate, colors, brim type colors, shad type colors is really what we're trying to feature with the RC King Kong Shad. We've also added to the RC King Kong Shad the Kamakara hooks. A lot of you are not familiar with that hook. A lot of hooks out there nowadays are sharp, but a lot of them have a lot of trouble retaining the point, and the square bills are real bad about diving down into the rocks and dulling the points. These Kamakara's hook points are retained a lot longer, sharpness-wise, when you're fishing it that way than any other hook I have. I really want to explain why I'm getting involved with Ichikawa fishing and RC Kamakara hooks. to the Japanese as well as the American fans. This kind of hurts some people's feelings when I say this, but nobody can make a square bill with the tolerances and with the quality that the Japanese can. I've had everybody try to make them for me in this country and other countries, and that's why I chose, especially with this big bait, it's even more important that you have a quality bait that performs the way I want it to perform at highest speed. And again, I appreciate it. I've been going to Japan. I've been with Daiwa years ago, but they've been some of the greatest fans I've ever had, and I don't get to see them often enough. But thank you. This is going to be my latest offering, the RC King Kong Shad.